2 Zulu. Wind 30 at 4 knots. Peak gusts 1
4 knots. Wind down. That's good.
Visibility.
Yeah, peak gust at 10. 300.
Sky conditions few at 7,000. Temperature
300.
dew point
Almost doesn't matter, but
1 Celsius. Altimeter 301 inches of mercury.
Okay, so the weather briefing said 300. That's the direction for the wind, and the 4 knot is the crosswind effect or the speed of the wind. And again, also something new that I've heard: peak gust, 10 knots, right? So I never heard that before, so that was something new. What that mean is that, you know, normal weather, normal wind is around 4 knots, but once in a while you get a peak gust. Like a peak wind blow at 10 gusts. So expect that. It's good to know what to expect, right? So today's runway is 35. Okay, once we make the decision, we made our radio call and we slowly headed to runway 35. It's a little longer taxi, but you know, that's what it is. Also, what that means is that I get to practice taxiing and keeping my plane on the yellow line, which I really suck, but I was also going fast. I get this question from Kevin.
if your brakes failed right now, what would you do?
Aerodynamic braking.
Yeah. Pull the mixture, stop the prop,
Okay.
and then you could haul in some left rudder here to make it around this corner so you didn't end up in the grass. That would probably bring you to that would eventually bring you to a stop.
So we're holding short and we will do our run up and we'll do our pre-takeoff briefing.
Okay. All looks good.
Alright, so let's get brave. Let's try a soft field takeoff. So do your soft field takeoff checklist.
Soft field takeoff. It's on the next one. Short soft. Okay.
And we'll just do a soft field without obstruction, since he made a difference here. We'll follow his
Soft field without obstruction. Okay. Take off gumps.
Okay, so gumps is gas, undercarriage, mixture, propeller, and switches is what I usually do. Let's see what he's got for his gumps in
Full
here.
form of gumps, you can see it on the screen. So today we are trying soft field takeoff. And yes, that means these planes can take off and land in the soft grassy field. I didn't know about this before. So the purpose for this video is to train you how you can prepare yourself to take off and land on a soft, mushy, grassy field. To take off, there are also with an obstacles and without an obstacles option. Imagine you're landing in a grass field, so there's obviously trees around, and what if it's an extended field from somebody's home and you have that house at the end of the runway? So that's an obstacles, right? So you have to literally take off sooner and go above that obstacle so you do not crash. So the process goes like this: you pull your yoke back all the way, keeping your nose, your front tire nose, lighter. You taxi into the runway. You do not come to a full stop. You roll into full speed. Because if the ground is mushy, you might liable to get stuck, right? So you apply full throttle and you keep holding the nose up, mean yoke all the way back. And then soon, right before your usual takeoff speed, which is 60 knots or 55 knots, you would see right before that, around 40 or something, your plane will take off. You take off from the ground. Now as it takes off from the ground just 5-10 feet, that's called ground effect. You push back on the nose enough to keep parallel to the runway while you're flying. You gain some speed and then you pitch up to fly away.
Accelerated, and now you can kind of find that pitch attitude. Really not bad, right? It's just a little weird. You're not used to doing it. But it's not bad,
The
right?
stall horn went off.
Exactly, because you're right at the edge. Okay, so get your nose down, check your speed, and then you can drop those flaps when you got your...
Okay.
Go ahead and release your flaps. It's going to sink. Maintain your pitch attitude. Good job. Check this squelch. I don't like that at all. Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good.
So this part is left close traffic. I mean, we're just going to turn left and left and left and line up with runway 35 again. But the difference is we're going to try the soft fill landing. Soft fill landing is as usual similar with soft fill takeoff. We will pull back our yoke as we touch down, and we will not let go of the pressure of the front nose, so our front nose don't get stuck in the mud or soft mushy fields. So keep on holding, right? And we're gonna taxi out of the runway with a little bit of speed left. We do not brake enough to come to a full stop while on the runway. We have to get out of the runway as it is a soft field. Also, as a pilot, if you're landing on a soft field, you would at least do one go around just to check if the grassy soft field has debris or animals around, or it's got standing water. Keep in mind, you cannot land in those situations.
I think you're going to sink. So I think you're doing good. I'll be with you. Crosswind. Okay. Speed control looks pretty good. Little high, but we're going to full stop it. We're not going to do a touching. So, yeah. Looks real good. Come to the right just a little bit, right? Better come on in. Don't dive for the runway. All right, now see, now you need a little bit of right rudder. See how you're not straight? Good. I'll transition your eyes down the runway. Now let's hold it off and put just a little power in.
Oh,
Hold it. And then put some left aileron in. And pull the power all the way out. And just keep the stick all the way back and the aileron in for the wind. We're going to go all the way up here and stop. That's pretty nice, actually. Keep the aileron in, though, because
Okay.
keep that back pressure and don't come to a stop. Keep the aileron in and keep the back pressure in.
Yeah.
We're doing soft field landing, remember?
Thanks for reminding
Just keep the speed in, don't hit the brakes, just let nature take its course if you can avoid hitting the brakes. We are going up
Okay. I'm not hitting the brake.
So go ahead, now you're going to have to a little bit. Keep that aileron correction in, and just keep completely clear with the stick all the way back. Yoke all the way back. Good, all the way back.
Oh, exit the runway?
So, yeah, okay, clear and stop. Clean up. That's good, it's really good at controlling the approach. I mean, you were lined up really
So,
well.
ladies and gentlemen, that was soft fill landing. Yeah, we did good. What's next? Next is short fill takeoff. Now, this is short. I mean, most of the time it may be soft as well. Short mean there's not enough runway, and there's also option for obstacles or without obstacles. Okay, so let me explain this a little bit further. Your runway is short. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take as much runway possible. I mean, you're gonna just really go to the edge of the runway. You press on your brakes as hard as you can, and then you give full power. When your engine is at full RPM, which is for this plane 2400 RPM, then you let go of the brake and your plane goes. And by the time it is at 60 knots speed, you have only consumed part of the runway, and you pull the nose up and you pitch up for 60 knot speed. That means your angle to the horizon is going to be higher than normal, and because of this higher angle, your speed going to be slower. In a normal landing situation, in a normal takeoff situation, this is 90 miles per hour in a angle, but because of short field, this is going to be 60. Your angle is higher. But once you clear your obstacles, you push your nose down to go back to your normal climb rate, which is 90 knots again.
Yeah. okay? Gonna get lined up, get the nose wheel straightened out if you can. Point straight down the runway. Okay?
Okay.
We got a little left crosswind. Full brakes.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, full power, put the brakes in. Leave the brakes in and put full power. Oh, she's screaming all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Oh my God.
Check full power. Looks good, pretty good for this plane. All right, and away you go. You're going to need a little bit of rudder pressure, more than likely. All right, and we're just waiting neutral with the left aileron in. Just off the brakes. All pressures. There you go. Left down, left down. As soon as you hit 60, wait till you hit 60. Keep that correction in. Correction in. Okay, up you go. V1, VX, here we go. VX, hold at 60. So there's your pitch attitude. Okay, you got cleared your obstacle. What do you do after you cleared your obstacle? Good. Let it speed up a little bit. Cleared your obstacle. Look how much crab you have to get in here to that wind, huh? Good job. All right. That nose down when you do that. All right, now go back to your VY pitch attitude.
So that was short field takeoff. I hope I kind of did what I just explained, but you know how it goes. That was the first introduction. So due to the crosswind effect and the complexity of the short field landing, Kevin wanted to just go ahead and show me that, demonstrate that. I hope I get to do this on a calmer day. It is nerve-wracking. Let's just take a look at it.
Is I'm going to be getting slow because I want the bare minimum of energy. Then I got to deal with the crosswind on top of that, so that's going to make it a little more interesting. So I'm not going to have as much control authority as I would like to have here. All right, so let me get myself in gear here. I'm going to be aiming to be slow, and I'm aiming for the
Can you believe how close those trees are?
not for that tree right there. Here's my obstacle. But I'm aiming right here for the end of this runway, right?
Now you're gonna hold back. Okay, yeah.
I got a little too much energy, but just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, back and simulated braking. Simulated aggressive, aerodynamic. Getting stopped, there's 1,000-foot markers.
Wow.
Right on the line, see? That's pretty aggressive braking. So, that's the short field. So it's a little less speed, a little lower energy, aiming point shorter, right, to get on the ground faster. And then I didn't do all that hold it off, I got the controls here for a second. And I didn't do all that hold it off business, right?
No.
I leveled out, got it under control, got lined up, and then I let it set the thing down.
That's right. You come in slow and you come in low. You aim about 10 to 15 feet before the actual runway start, and then you set your plane down on the actual runway and you aggressively brake and use aerodynamic braking as well to get your plane to a stop as soon as you can. This is a short field, right?
Dixon traffic, Skyhawk 7911 X-ray, clear runway 35 and taxiing back for runway 35. Dixon.
So now that I have done both soft field and short field takeoff, and I wanted to try the soft field again, so that's what we did. We went in there and we tried another soft field takeoff. Let's take a look and let me know if I did better. Just to remind you, soft fill is where we're going to pretend the ground is soft, mushy, grassy, and we are not going to stop entering while we taxiing into the runway. We're going to keep on rolling. We're going to pull back the yoke and we're going to give it a full gas, and we're going to try to hop off the ground as soon as we can.
X-ray, taking up runway 35 for left, close traffic, Dixon.
Alrighty, no stopping, soft field, gotta remember soft field, okay.
No stopping there, okay?
Yep. I just had to remind myself what we were doing. Clear right, clear left, clear left.
Soft fill takeoff.
Don't see any critters on the runway.
Okay.
Last one's not quite as bad, but let's just go ahead and put a good bit of correction. Don't come to a stop and keep the power in. Don't stop, don't stop. Keep going. Alright. Keep that nose back. And now that it's up and light, you can relax this back pressure just a little bit. We just want the nose light, right? Right rudder pressure, nose up. Nose up. Pull it off the ground. Okay, and now just let it go down.
Speed is around 40 miles per hour, but we are off the ground. We're gonna just hold on here to gain some speed. Once we hit 90 miles per hour.
Okay, now it's a normal takeoff.
Okay.
Get accelerated, you're clear of your obstacle, you can drop your flaps. Gives you better performance.
To me, that was definitely better than the first soft field takeoff. Let me know in the comment what do you think. And that was my third takeoff. So I think after that we did couple more. Just the normal pattern. Takeoff, left close traffic, turn left, turn left, turn left, and then land. We did couple more time that I'm not going to hold you up to. This was the main focus of this training. Soft fill, short fill, takeoff and landing. Of course, it was just an introduction, so I'm hoping to do this again several times to kind of get ready for check ride. This is definitely something you will be tested on. So thank you very much for staying with me this long, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to make this video in my native language, Bengali, or not. So if you're my Bengali viewer and you understand all of this, let me know if it's needed. Otherwise, I'm just going to try to translate this into Bengali as well. So thank you very much, and wish to see you again soon. Take care.